Hi everyone, this is a tutorial on calculating CAS and the required exam mark that you need to pass your module. So what will you need? Number one, you will need your module outline or module outlines for every module that you're taking, and under there you will require or use the assessment weightings page. And then you're also going to need all the results from all your ICE activities as well as the formative assessments. And then you're also going to need the CAS calculator. And how do you then access this CAS calculator? You simply go to the VC website, and then you obviously go to the student intranet. Under VC Learn, you will find organizations, and in the organizations you will find the Varsity College Student Support Online. And then under there, select your relevant faculty, which is the Faculty of Commerce, and then you will select your qualification, and then you will see the FoM 2.0 exam prep and power sessions, and under that folder you will see the CAS folder. So like I said, under organizations, just simply go to the VC College Student Support Online, and then under there you will go to the Varsity College or the Faculty of Commerce, and then you will select the relevant qualification for you. And if you're not enrolled for the Varsity College Student Support Online organization, please log a VC Assist query, and under the Student Systems query, request access to the Varsity College Student Support Online organization, because that's the only way that you will have access to the calculator. So then, calculating CAS and the required exam mark, let's go, varsitycollege.co.za. And under there we said current students, my VC student intranet. Under student systems, you simply go to VC Learn. Under VC Learn, your organizations. And under your 2024 organizations, you will see Varsity College Student Support Online. And then the Faculty of Commerce. And then, like I said, the Bachelor of Business Administration or whatever qualification that you are currently studying towards. Then you will see under that folder, if you scroll all the way down, you will see the FoM 2.0 exam prep and power sessions. And maybe I'll just slide these to the top just so that, you know, because it's the exams and we're going to need that. So let me just do it while we're at it, because I'm that gal. Come on, tell me you came. Like that, yes. So the FoM 2.0 exam prep and power sessions, and if you click on that, you will see all the sessions that we've had, and then the one that is relevant for this recording is CAS. And here we've got the CAS calculator. So if you click on it, it will download, and you simply need to then open it up. And once you've got that document open, just enable editing. And you will see that it says calculating CAS and the required exam mark to pass your module. So we will start by inserting the ICE activity results. So remember, we have 4 ICE results or 5 ICE activity results that you have. So for instance, if you have received 100% for all of those CAS marks, simply insert your results. We're going to assume that the student did all their ICE tasks because they are excellent students or good students. Then the second step is to go to the formative assessments. Now, this is where your module outline comes in. So remember, we said you're going to need your module outline. I've got open here the module outline for entrepreneurship 5112. And if you go to the table of contents, you will see assessments. So what we are looking for is the different weightings for the assessment. So you will see here for ENTRW, and remember, because you're an online student, it will be the W module that works for you. And once you've got that module open or that detail open, then you will see that assignment 1 was out of 25%, or it contributed 25% to your overall mark. Assignment 2 contributed 30%, and then your exam or your summative will contribute 35%. So then what you do is you go to the CASS calculator, you see formative 1, and you select the relevant weighting. So we said that assignment 1 had a weighting of 25%. And say, for instance, you did relatively okay for your exam or your assignment 1, and maybe you got a mark of 70%. You simply insert it in there, and you will see that it's already giving you 18%. Then you will go to formative 2, which is your assignment 2, and we said that that one has a weighting of 30%. So next to the 30%, you will give in your mark. Maybe for assignment 2, you did a little bit better because you improved, got your feedback from assignment 1, and now your results are a little bit better for there. Then after that, you just simply click on 80 and click everywhere else. So you will see that for instance, your ICE activity is 10%, your formative assessment, you've got 18% there that's contributing, and then for the assignment 2 is another 24%. So you can see here that already your CAS mark is 52%. Now on a regular day, that means you've already passed the module or already have capability to have passed the module. However, remember there's an exam that you need to write, and with the exam you need a sub minimum of 30%. That means that you cannot get less than 30% for your exam. So students need to achieve at least 30% in the summative exam, and there's an IIE policy 009 that you can refer to. So then if we scroll all the way down, like we said, the CAS is 52%, but now what you're going to do is you're going to insert the required exam mark to pass the module, and this is where you can play around. Remember, we said the summative cannot be lower than 30%, and if we remember in the module outline, our examination was going to contribute 35%, so we will simply go to the tool, and next to the 35%, we're going to insert our required mark. So you can see already here it's saying the targeted final mark is 52%, but it's because it's not taking into consideration the exam that you still need to write. So you simply need to then put in the desired or your required exam mark. So we know that, the exam mark cannot be lower than 30%. So let's start by inserting, for instance, if you were to get 30%, what will your final result be? So this calculator is showing you that if you have received, or, with the marks that you've got, 70% for your assignment 1, 80% assignment 2, and 10% for all your CAS marks, then what that means is that if you get 30% for your exam, then your final mark will be 62. But now I'm assuming that, if you're a person that gets 70 and 80%, you also want to do similar for your exam. So then what you just simply need to do then is to say, instead of getting 30%, let's see if you get 50%, what will your final mark be? It'll be 69. So, we obviously want a distinction. So maybe we want 80%. Let's see if we get 60%. How much will that give us? It'll give us 73. And then if, let's say, we say 70% that you get in your exams, it'll give you 76. So let's try 80% in your exam. Yeah, perfect. If you get 80% in your exam, because of your CAS marks, you will then get a final mark of 80. And then worst case scenario, you do very, very bad for your exam and you only get 30%, your final mark will be 62. We can use the same example again for a student that's maybe not necessarily doing well. So again, all we need to do is we just delete the entries, or we delete the marks that we have put in here. And you will see that this document, you will not be able to make changes anywhere except where the marks are required. Again, we're going to assume that for this student, maybe they did all their ICE tasks, or maybe they weren't, the best student ever, and they did, 3 out of 4 ICE tasks. So then the contribution there is 7.5. Now we go to the formative assessment. Assignment 1 was out of 25%. Let's say you did terribly because your first year, you didn't know what you were doing, you didn't plan your work accordingly, and all you managed to get was 40% for the assignment. And then maybe second assignment, you pull up your socks a little bit, but you're still not that focused, or never mind that. I know that a lot of our students, they're working and they are also parenting, etc., and maybe all you did was manage to get 50%. That means then that your CAS mark is 33%, right? So If now you are at 33, then insert the required exam mark. This is where you play around with the marks to see how much do I need to get in order for me to pass. So let's start by inserting maybe 50% and see where that gets us. Okay, 50% ends up working. So you will see there that all then that you need to do is get 50% in order for you to pass. So regardless of whatever your mark is, play around with this. If maybe you want to improve your mark and get 60%, it means that you're going to get a final mark of 54. And that's basically how the CAS calculator works. That's all. Thank you.